Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while since I posted a video, but I've been working hard on creating a document that you guys can easily print so that you can create your ink swatches. So this is in 2020 and I'm decided to organize my inks and do little ink swatches for them. So I made it through Cricut and it took literally an hour and a half to create, and I was like, there has to be an easier way, but at the moment I didn't have any ink for my printer. So I said, let me use these pen tools. I have a whole bunch of them, um, and it'll cut it out for me 2 inches. And so I'm like, okay, that's great. So I did it, but I did one sheet at a time, which was 20 squares, and it literally took like 27 minutes, 26 minutes, 25 minutes. Each one took that long to create. So I just decided to, if I wanted to show you guys something like that, I'd rather just do something easier. So I just did a PDF file. So if you would like to print it, I just made it easy. You can just, I'm going to add the link to my Pinterest, and you simply have to click on the one where it says make your own distress ink and distress oxide ink swatches, and then you just go to the drive, simply click on the link. I might even have access to the direct link. So just wait for a little few seconds, and then in here I tell you what you need to do. So it's all the Distress Oxides, and on page 4 you're going to have all the distress inks from set 1, which is pink, raspberry, mustard seed, peacock feathers, and spiced marmalade, all the way down to the last set, 15, which is wilted violet, carved pumpkin, lucky clover, and candied apple. So now you have all these to print. You don't need to print the first page. It's just what I have my site. And then I have the font elephant. And of course, Jennifer McGuire is the person that inspired me to do this. She has her own downloads on her website, on her blog, and you can just click on her blog that I'm definitely linking. And she has it from Gina K downloads and cut and print, and she shows you in the video that I'm also linking how to cut them out. And so she's really taken the time to create those things for her viewers. So I, again, did not have ink at the moment, and so I just decided to create my own. So if you also don't have a printer at home and you have a Cricut, then please feel free to click on those links as well. And I'll walk you through that also. But here I really wanted to talk to you about when you do print this document, you want to make sure that you're not printing the first page unless you don't mind wasting ink. But I really try not to waste so much. I only have a black and white printer anyway. So what I do is I click on the pages so that I don't have to print all pages. So let's say I just wanted to have the pages 2 to 4, and I'll just click 2 to 4, and that will print only my Distress Oxides, and that would be it. But if I want to go 2 to 7, then I'll just print all of the pages except for the first page. But you also want to look at this. This is important, because what happens a lot of times, the scale will be at a default, or it'll be print to, no, it'll be fit to printable area or fit to paper or custom. But you want it to just be like the default, just because if I click print, the image will not be a 2 by 2 inch square, which is what you want. So then you just go to default, which means it's the document, whatever it is, however you found it, just going to print it like that. So that's one thing you should do. Go to the default, and then you don't want to print on both sides. You want to obviously make sure that it's on your printer, and let's see what other options we have. We have more settings, paper size, paper per sheet, 1, default, print on both sides, no. So then I'm going to click on this next option. So this is another thing that I want you guys to know, is that you want to change the paper size. You want to use a paper that you usually tend to do most of your printing on. I know that 110-pound Neenah cardstock is what most people use, but you can also use like the index Neenah paper, and that's what I used to create mine, and it was easy for me to print it on that paper. I have not tried it with the 110-pound, just the 8 and the 90-pound. So what you would go is you would go under preferences, and you would go to paper quality, and then you would get under paper type, you're going to want to go to a heavier paper. So you're just going to click heavy, 90 to 120. So maybe my printer can print with the heavier cardstock, so that would be nice. Maybe I'll try it. So then you're done. So you just click OK. All your settings are done. Your preferences are set, and you just click apply, and then all you have to do is click print. So when why we're printing it by 2 by 2 inch squares is because we want to put them in these little sleeves. These are 2 by 2 inch. These are for slides, and you want to put your work. This is the ones I did with the Cricut, and these are the ones that I printed with my printer. And you could see the difference in the fonts. And then you want to put them in your little sleeves, and you're going to add your ink swatches to them. That way you know what colors they are. I put mine in the sets of when each thing came out. So this was like the last Distress ink, this last 12. And then I think they came in sets of 12, I'm guessing. And then there was a total of 5 sets of 12. Then I got the little, these are the Distress Oxides. So yeah, 4, 8, 12. So they became in 12. So it's 4, 8, 12, 16 and 20 total sets of Distress Oxide inks. And the same for the Distress ink. They came in those little kits because I have the mini ones, so they each came 4 to a set. So there was 15 total for them for that. And again, Miss Jennifer McGuire has her own downloads in her site, and I ended up making extra. I even had this one come out in the beginning. So this is what you will end up printing out, and you'll get to create your own swatches. How in my Pinterest I also have the Cricut. So I started the Cricut, doing my own thing for Cricut, and I have the Distress Oxides and then the Distress inks. So these are the inks, and then these are the oxides right here. So oh, I have one person that already clicked it, one of each here. So you simply have to again click on it, and then it'll take you to the Cricut design. And now you have to have it saved and downloaded into your computer because you can no longer work on it online. So you're just going to open your own application, and it will, if you have an account already, you don't have to pay for the font, because the only thing that I was like, oh no, I don't want people to be paying for the font if they don't already have it. So I created this, but I have Cricut access, so I don't have to worry about paying for Leah's wedding font. That's the font I used to create this. So it has all the same thing. Like when you print it out, it's the same thing, only that you are using your pen tool and you're using the light grip mat and you're using a scraper to take off your swatches. And all you have to do is click make it. And it will take a while. Well, my computer is ancient, so I don't know what it's going to take, how long it's going to take, but yours might be a lot faster. I wish that I would have done this sooner, or taken, it wouldn't have been as slow as it is, but with the Cricut, it's, you don't have to do any cutting, which is nice, but also, the only thing is that if you have a lot of time, then you are able to create this. Or, you know, when you're cleaning up your craft room, you can let this go and do its thing while you're cleaning up and organizing, and then at the same time you can start working on doing the swatches. So as you can see, this is the mat. It has all 20 squares, so you just need an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock, and it'll print it and cut it for you. So all we did was we pressed make, I think it's make or create, and then you're gonna, obviously if you have a Cricut, you know that it's gonna ask you which machine you're using, and then it tells you the material that you're using. You have your cardstock, and then you're going to load your, well, I have it as a black pen, but if you have any pen of your choice, you can just load your pen in clamp A, and of course you'll have your blade in clamp B, and then all you have to do is click the load mat. So you're going to load your mat, and once you're done with that, it'll start printing your project, and all you have to do is click the make. So then you'll be done. Throw your paper again in the corner, press it down. There's a final. Forgot to push this. And okay, done with the final one. Yay! And it literally takes like 25 to 26 minutes. At first, I just did the Distress Oxide inks, and then I figured just go ahead and do the Distress inks as well. So now you have a total of 6 mats. 3 mats are for the Distress Oxides, and 3 mats are for the mini ink sets. And just if you have Cricut access, it is free for you. It is something that I'm sharing, and again, just let it go, print it, let the machine, use your pens, because I bought a set of pens with my Cricut, and then I was um and then I never use them, so I figured, oh well, I'll just use it for this particular project. So Veronica, you know now that you have your own little set of papers to make your own swatches, and feel free to use in either one, the PDF files or the Cricut Design Space, to make them. And again, Happy New Year. I know it's already, what, the 1st of February, 2nd of February. And I really wish I'm going to continue to create more videos. And what I see, I try to do. So, like, again, Jennifer McGuire inspired this video, and she really is someone that I admire, and I wish that, and I really learned from her, and I just wanted to continue to get organized this year, and I'm going to try to clean up my craft room and continue to create. And that's one thing that I want to do for this year, is create and make more things that are crafty and that are for me and that help me feel like I accomplished something. And even if it is just basically just doing swatches. So I hope that you get organized with me this year, and that you continue to make your craft room a better place for yourself, so that you can feel peaceful and enjoy your own time creating. So thanks again for watching, and if you like this video, make sure that you share it with a friend. That way they can have access to this cutouts. But again, please, just, Jennifer McGuire has her own set of downloads, and they're really great. But she has a lot of different companies, and the only inks that I do have, since I am just starting, is the Distress ink and the Distress Oxides. So, but if you have all the other inks, and you wanted to just start your swatching and knowing what your inks look like, then definitely visit her blog, and watch the video. I'm going to link the video, and I'm going to link her blog, and where you can find all the downloads. So thanks again, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.